The government's rules regulating your income taxes stretch to over 1,300 pages and include some 9,700 different sections. No wonder tax time feels like a labyrinth. But these aren't laws passed by Parliament. Instead, it's all the rules created around the laws by the federal bureaucracy. You could construct a literal labyrinth out of all this paper. And it's only gotten worse. In 2023, the federal government calculated that it has 149,401 regulatory requirements. That's 20,000 more regulations since the Liberals took office. And now they want you to elect them for a fourth term. That might seem like a lot of regulation and a lot of paper, but it also adds a lot of costs. Government regulations cost small business at least $51 billion a year, and that does not include the massive costs of government regulations that block pipelines, mines, and other projects typically done by other bigger businesses. This is one of the reasons why we've had a lost Liberal decade, with the worst growth among all our competitors. And we've lost $500 billion of investment from Canada to the U.S. in the last decade, including Mark Carney's own company that moved its headquarters from Toronto to New York, shifting Canadian jobs south only days after Trump threatened tariffs. We've also known that the regulatory bloat has existed for decades, which is why the previous Conservative government passed the Red Tape Reduction Act in 2012. It enshrined a simple rule. For every new regulation the government brings in, it must eliminate another one from the books, one for one. Now, this law is still technically on the books. The government should have to reduce one for one. So how is it the number grew by 15%? Well, the Liberals have been very sneaky. Instead of reducing the number of regulatory requirements, they reduced the number of regulatory titles. In essence, they reduced the number of books while increasing the size of each volume. This is how you get fewer, quote, consolidated regulations while adding hundreds of pages of new rules. That's why today I'm announcing a common sense Conservative government will axe the number of regulatory requirements by 25% within 2 years, and will ensure taxpayers are saving with a 25% reduction in the administrative burden that costs them by 2027. To reverse the Liberals' red tape, we will apply a 2-for-1 rule moving forward. That means for every new regulatory requirement, the government must get rid of 2 others. This rule will also require $2 in administrative costs be reduced for every $1 that is added. And to make sure it actually happens, we're going to require by law that the Auditor General verify that the 2-for-1 rule is being followed. Listen, more and more of our jobs are leaving south because it's impossible to get anything done here in Canada. Red tape ensnares our entrepreneurs and our industry, hurting our consumers and our workers, and putting a smile on Donald Trump's face as America cuts back on regulations and rules and takes businesses and jobs away from our country. We are weaker and more dependent on the Americans than ever before after 3 terms of the Liberals in power. Now, they want to trick you into electing them a 4th time. We're not going to do it. After the lost Liberal decade, it's time to take back control of our economy, unleash the potential of our people, relaunch free enterprise, and bring home the hundreds of billions of dollars of entrepreneurial growth that will make us strong, self-reliant, and sovereign. Less bureaucracy means lower taxes and more entrepreneurship with bigger paychecks for you. Let's bring back common sense over how we manage our common sense, because you work hard for your money and you deserve to bring it home.